Hello, everybody. Welcome to Amar's Game Chat. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. I am Amar, and today I am joined by Kate.
Hello.
As Nintendo is hosting a roughly 60-minute long Nintendo Direct tomorrow. So, as always, that means there are predictions to be made and hopes and expectations. And the longest Direct ever means there's a lot of games probably to be shown, some Mario stuff. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoy this video and the Direct, and let's get right into it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we could start. I mean, how are you feeling before this Direct? Like, before it happens, and are you excited for it?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. You know, it's been a good amount of time. I think we didn't really have. You know, I think our last big one was April, right? I mean, there was March too. Our last general Direct, I think, was March, right? So it's like, you know, and we didn't have anything in June, so you know, it's kind of been a little quiet in terms of Directs, but you know, 60 minutes coming in strong. I think this is pretty exciting. I think there's a lot. You know, I mean, this is the first major Direct after its launch, so I think there is a lot. Especially with that, you know, length and time that they could, you know, show. So I'm excited.
I mean, it's very possible, even like discounting the Switch 2 Direct, this is probably going to be our longest Direct ever.
Yeah.
I mean,
how long was February 2021?
I think it was like 52, 53 minutes. I can check.
Because I remember that one being long too, but I trust your word.
I mean, that's definitely the longest I think too, because they said 50 minutes in the announcement post.
Yeah. Okay.
But that one was 50 minutes and 45 seconds. So this
Yeah.
one's probably gonna be like 10 minutes longer, which is
And I think you should take into account the fact that, like, yes, the April one was around that length too, but it was also very much focused on like hardware, right?
Like it wasn't a third of it. Maybe it was hardware.
Yeah, like it was mainly, I think, just like focusing on what the Switch 2 itself was, and I think this is kind of going to be that in terms of length, but in the style of a general Direct, where we're more focused on video games and, you know, stuff like that.
I mean, even that one I think was maybe like a minute. I mean, not a minute, an hour and like 2 minutes. So
yeah,
this one could just be the longest ever, which is that's great,
exciting.
For me, I mean, I was excited for it before like when everything was being rumored about it happening this week, and then they announced it at 8:30 yesterday, which was, I don't know why they did that on Nintendo Today, and then and then like they didn't say like the time, like how long it was going to be in that post. So then I was like, okay, so it's actually happening. And then they announced it 60 minutes, and I think my hype jumped very high. Cause
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it was crazy. But and then before we even get to predictions, and like they stopped including like the posts that like sometimes they used to say like the game we'll be focusing on games for like this winter. This post doesn't have that. And the one in March didn't have that, and I'm assuming that's because they also announced 2026 games there.
Right.
So I mean, are we getting 2027 games? I don't.
Oh, that'd be crazy. I mean, we'll get into that later, but I do think there is a maybe good chance. That might happen.
All right, so I mean, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with like openers or normal predictions?
We can start with openers because I think we can start with that. I usually put like kind of maybe too much thought into what I think an opening, middle, and closer will be for this sort of thing. I think a lot of people focus on like openings and the middles, openings and closers. I feel like people don't really take into account that like there usually is like a little middle. You know, like you'll have a game that doesn't really have an intro. You'll have one of the presenters come back and they'll be like, now take a look at this. And you're like, that's a middle, you know, like we're at the middle now. And it's like, even if it's the middle, it might be like 10 minutes left or something like that. But it's generally somewhere that's not the end. I don't know why I'm explaining what a middle is. But I think given the length, there's probably gonna be more than one middle. And I think that can really range from many different things. So I don't have anything. I have maybe some stuff that could fit that, and I'll get into that later. But in terms of an opening, I honestly just think we're going to open not like Luigi's Mansion 3 levels of like right out of the gate craziness, but I honestly just think we're going to open Metro Prime 4 2025 confirmed. I don't think they're pushing it to 2026. I think it's going to be like probably like December to give room for air riders. And I think, I just think it's probably going to be, just like opening, letting you know that this is a game, that it has been, very much anticipated for years. And just confirmation that it's still this year. So, yeah.
That is exactly the opener I had as well.
Wow!
I mean, it just makes sense. It's probably going to be like their last big game for the year, unless they have some surprise game here. But I think it's coming out in November. I think it's coming out early November. Like, I wrote down November 6th, which is 2 weeks after Pokemon and 2 weeks before Air Riders.
Okay.
And I think this will probably be like the Breath of the Wild equivalent trailer for it. I think it's going to be like their big trailer for the game. Show off the locations, whatever locations they want, some new abilities for Samus, stuff like that. But I think it makes sense. It was the closer once, it was the middle in March, and now make it the opener. Give it all the big parts of a direct.
Let's do it. Yeah, I agree. I think the reason I said December was because I've seen people say like, December isn't really like a big, time where they release games. But I mean, they did do Smash. They did Smash December, and
they've done Xenoblade before as well.
Yeah, it's happened before, and I think, it could definitely easily be November. I also think they might want to give some room for it, but I do definitely think it's going to be 2025. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, I'm not, 100% certain, obviously, but I think, they're going to come out of the gate and just be like, we're not delaying anything. Not here, not yet.
I think if it was delayed, I think they would do it before the Direct. So, because I think that's going to be, especially that happening like in the middle of the Direct, that would be a very, I think, depressing moment to announce that it's being delayed for whoever knows how, probably a couple months. But I mean, I think December works as well. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, I think they want it to be nominated at the Game Awards. That's mainly why I put it.
Yeah, I mean, if it does, that's actually a good point, because I do think if it does release in December, it wouldn't make that. That's a good point. I do also think, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, I do think if they do delay it to 2026, they have to give a date. I think it'd be really depressing if it just says 2026, then you see the presenter and he's like, we know we said 2025. The classic like delay announcement of Direct, and it's like, we know we said this, but we just need a little bit more time. I mean, it's happened before, Farmers Three Houses, Animal Crossing, when people, it's like given a set thing, and it's like, we know we said this. It's always that we know we said this, but we just gotta keep it pushed a little bit. But yeah, so I think that's a solid thing.
The last thing on that, I don't think they would have given it 2025 last year if they knew, if they thought there was any chance of it being delayed out of this year. So Metroid Prime 4 are cool. Yeah. I don't think the other Metroid games are gonna be here.
No.
Those are GameCube, so GameCube and that sort of stuff. I guess we can do. I mean, do you have any prediction? Like, do you want to just do the middle now? We can talk about the middle. Or we can do a random prediction if you want. It's up to you.
We can do random. We can do middle. I mean, we can do middle. I think just get like the big stuff out of the way. I think the middle will. One of the middles, I do think there's probably be more than one. The middle I'm predicting is going to be maybe like the last middle. So whether that be like the second middle, the third middle. I think it's going to be kind of one of the last ones. I think that they're basically going to announce more details on the next Mario movie. I think that's going to be the Mario stuff we get today. I know a lot of people are saying, it's like this anniversary and there's going to be like new 3D Mario and new this and that. But I also think coming right off the, tail of DK Bonanza, which I think is very much, connected in a lot of ways to Odyssey. I feel like it'd be kind of like overshadowing it a little bit. Like it's coming like really closely soon after that. So I don't know like 3D Mario or like entirely new Mario games specifically yet. When we see like, little Mario stuff here and there besides that, I think maybe there's a chance. But I think I mean, we just got the trademark about Galaxy,
Yeah, I
and
was about
there's
to
been like
mention
leaks
that.
and stuff. I know I made a tweet of them announcing the Luigi's Mansion movie starring Charlie Day, which I think would be maybe my dream announcement
Yeah.
of this entire thing, and I think that'd be really fun. But yeah, I just think they're gonna give some more details. I think it's gonna be the Galaxy movie just based on the leaks, and I don't think we're gonna get like any cast appearances. Like I don't think Chris Pratt's gonna come on screen and be like, "Hey guys, it's me. Here's our next movie." I don't think we're gonna get like a trailer or anything. Maybe we'll get like Wario and Waluigi. I don't think like just like little cast stuff. I don't think it's gonna be like a big like runoff like it was in September of 2021. But yeah, I don't know. I think we could get some stuff here and there about that movie, and I think that's kind of going to be like one of the little middles that they want to throw in there. So yeah.
Do you think we're getting a trailer for it, or you think they're just going to talk about it?
I mean, when was it announced? The movie was it announced immediately after?
It was announced last March.
Okay, so and when's like the estimated release date? Do we know?
I think we know I think it's around the same time the original movie released. I think like early April next year.
2026.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So like only a few months away?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, we might actually get. I'm changing it. Okay, if it's 2026, then we probably are gonna get like maybe a little something, or maybe they'll even be like, we'll drop the next trailer like at this time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They're either putting the trailer in here, or I think they're gonna announce a trailer direct, like they did with the Mario movies a couple times.
That's a good prediction. I think that's pretty. I think we'll get like a tease of the trailer, like some sort of tease with like a new character, and then we'll get like confirmation that another trailer is coming, whether it be a direct or like just some other time very soon. That's I
mean, it makes sense if they want to do the trailer now. I think the first trailer released in like October before the movie release, so if they want to do it now, if they want to wait until October, they could do it at New York Comic Con like they did in 2022. So I don't know, but I think the movie will be there too. I agree with all your predictions on that. I'll talk about the Mario stuff a little bit later because I do have a whole section for Mario.
Okay.
Like I think they're gonna have a huge a section for Mario.
Okay.
But a middle for me, and I mean, this is also going off a rumor that was earlier this week. There was some rumor about Pokemon, like a Pokemon spinoff being in this direct, which I don't know why they would do that because they just had the presents, but I thought it would be cool if they did like a Pokemon Ranger type of game.
Oh, okay.
Like the mouse controls. You can use that to catch Pokemon. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think they're going to show too much of it here because I don't think they gave it a release date of next year. I think they gave it 2026. It'll be shown off in February, Pokemon Day. But I think it's just to add to the lineup a little bit, give a little bit more emphasis to next year. Pokemon, they already have a Pokemon game announced for next year. I don't know. I mean, that's usually something that could also just be a headline, something that just pops up. But I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool.
No, yeah,
it'd be cool to have a Pokemon game.
Cool. I think I think the extent of Pokemon that we'll see, I think we'll definitely see something related to Legends, EA. Just because it's coming up, it's a big game. It's their quote unquote like November game, even though it's October. But you know what I mean. It's like
it's probably gonna be their best selling game for the year, besides Mario Kart.
Definitely, yeah. Oh yeah. I think it's gonna do really well. So I think we'll just see like a little something, maybe like a reminder, maybe just whatever. Just maybe like a new thing, new gimmick, something like that. But I think that's probably the extent we're gonna get of it. Maybe that's how it opens. I don't even know. Like I know Pokemon's opened the direct in the past with like DLC. Well, this isn't DLC, but I don't think it's gonna open. I'm still sticking with Metroid, but
I mean, I thought about that, but I mean, because that's also the last time they announced a spin-off in a direct, the Detective Pikachu game. But I don't know about Legends because they just announced Mega Malamar yesterday, so I don't know how much they would want to show off. I mean, I think it seems like they're doing like a Mega every week. I don't know.
It could just be like in the sizzle, like just a reminder.
Yeah, I think that's probably where it just really depends on how many games they have to show off, I guess. If they don't have too many, then Pokemon's ZA can definitely show up. But
yeah,
we could save the closers for the end because I think that could be kind of
I could
cool.
throw in something a little random. This might seem a bit far-fetched, and I am aware of that. But there was a leak or rumor on Reddit that contractually speaking, even though the game did very badly, they have to make another Life is Strange game after
Double Exposure.
After Double Exposure, and so again, even though it didn't do very well, they gotta kind of push it out. And I think the rumor also said it would be 2026. So I honestly think they announced the last one at like an Xbox showcase. I don't really think it matters which publisher or game developer is doing the presentation. I honestly think there is not. I think I can kind of see it being the thing before a middle. You know what I mean? Where it just kind of like fades to black. And it's okay, well,
the headlines finish.
The headlines
they have
finish.
A little, and then the trailer begins.
That game plays, and then the presenter comes and is like, the next game in the Life is Strange series. I can honestly see that happening, if I'm being honest, just because the rumor, I do believe that they're contractually have to do something just based on like vibes, and I also think it makes sense to have it. Like, I don't think they'd announce it. I mean, maybe, they did announce it in June, and then it released in October. So I guess there is a good chance. But I'm just going to say, maybe they think the reason it flopped was because they didn't have enough time to build a pipe. So maybe they're like, let's do it earlier. But yeah, I just think in terms of rumor, speculation, I could see that kind of happening. I don't know.
I mean, to add on to that a little bit, I didn't write this down, but I'm glad you brought this up. They are doing a collection for the games. They're releasing that on PlayStation, and they've only announced it for PlayStation.
Oh, so they announced the collection, and then we get into another game. Listen, we can get into my opinions on Double Exposure for many hours, but I will say Life is Strange 2, one of, if not the greatest game of all time.
I mean, that's in the collection. They included
that in the collection. Yay! So
yeah, I mean, it would be cool, I guess. I mean, that'd be a big, in theory, third-party game. Like, it's not like the biggest game, and it probably be kind of controversial, but for them to get that, they had like the June 2021 direct had like the animated trailer with the Life is Strange games, so they clearly play nice with each other. So
yeah, for sure. I can see that happening.
A smaller prediction I have, just to move away from the, I don't know, anyways.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I have, I think I don't think they're gonna spend too much time on Switch 1 stuff here, just because I think they're gonna start moving away from the Switch 1 fairly soon. But like with the partner showcase, they had like 10 minutes or like 5 minutes for like Switch 1 stuff, and then they went to cross-gen, and then Switch 2 stuff. I think we get one more Switch game announced before they before they start really moving away from the Switch.
Like exclusively Switch 1?
Or first party game. Exclusive Switch 1.
Like it can be on both, I see.
Yeah. And I think that is a port of Poochie's and Yoshi's Woolly World from the Wii U. They kind of leaked it themselves in April by having it on like the backwards compatibility screen in the Direct.
Oh.
So maybe that was a mistake. Maybe they tried putting Crafted World there and they put the wrong game, but I think it makes sense. It's a smaller game. They need a couple more games for the Switch, probably. It's smaller. I think it releases in March. They probably date it here. It's not I don't think it gets like a lot of new content added to it. It's just like something to add on to the schedule. Something small. It's definitely not a middle. It's like one of those headlines.
I can see that.
It's either that or some other port. I don't think like a new game besides Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life really is coming to the Switch after those two release. So, but yeah, smaller prediction.
That's a good prediction. I didn't have that, but I can definitely see that happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go. I
Mm-hmm.
can give a little something.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna get more stuff on Splatoon Raiders. I think there's a good chance that happens. I think given there's like rumors that it's this year, so I think we kind of have to see it now. I mean, we don't have to do anything, but I think it makes sense. I can kind of see it. I don't know if we still do Splatfest, but maybe if they want to do like
multiplayer?
isn't it confirmed it's not multiplayer?
Yeah, so that. Oh, do you mean like Splatfest, just like a Splatoon 3 Splatfest?
Yeah,
Oh.
like I don't know if we went to like Splatfest into Raiders, just like as a you know transition sort of thing. But I don't know if we still do that. I don't think we've done that in a while. I'm just giving a I'm throwing out an idea for how we want to transition into it. I also think we can just kind of it might be like a fade to black before middle sort of thing. But no, I do think we'll definitely see it because I think we just kind of haven't heard anything about it for a minute, and if it is coming out this year, it just makes sense to kind of get some more information. But yeah, I think it'll make sense if it's like a November sort of deal.
I don't really think it's releasing this year. I mean, it could be a big surprise. I don't know how big the game is. If it's like a smaller game, like $40 game, I could see it coming out this year because that just means that they don't really need to put too much marketing behind it to release it. It seems like the schedule is pretty full now because I'm assuming there's gonna be. I'll talk about this a little bit later, but I think there's gonna be a Mario game here that does release this year, just to go with the anniversary, because they had 3D All Stars and Mario 35 and 30th anniversary, so I think it makes sense to have a Mario game, and then they have Metroid and Pokemon and Kirby and. Maybe Raiders can release in December. I mean, that could be a good December game if they want. But
yeah, I mean, that is a good point. I do think we do have a lot of stuff that's kind of coming within the next few months. I do think I can kind of see it being like February. I do think it's either sometime in these next few months or like January, April, that time frame. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it makes sense to see it. I think it's a kind of as a good amount of talk around it, like the Splatoon, fan base, I think is pretty prominent in a lot of ways. And I don't know, I just think it makes sense to see it, so I think we'll see it in some capacity, whether it's release date this year or not, but yeah.
I mean, it makes sense we at least see it, because I don't know, like if they weren't planning to show it for the rest of the year, I don't know why they would have announced it in June, because I mean, unless it is really like a late 2026 game, and I think they announced it on the same day as like they revealed the first Splatoon, so maybe that's why they did it. Who knows? But I'm with you. I think we're gonna see it. I think it's gonna have a little bit bigger presence in the direct than you do. And I'll get to that when I'm talking about my closers. But
Splatoon, you mean?
Yeah, I think Splatoon Raiders is towards the end of the direct. But not.
I'm excited to see what
closer,
you're thinking.
not the closer necessarily.
Okay. You got me on the edge of my seat here. Yeah.
Something.
So do you have anything?
Yeah, I have something smaller. I think like you said, like you think Splatoon might lead into the middle, like another middle. I think they're gonna announce a Fire Emblem game here.
Oh, I think brand that could be an opening.
Not a brand new one. I think it's gonna be a remake.
Never mind. Okay.
Just because. This is kind of going off rumor stuff, but they've also they usually like remake the games like in order. I think they really remake the third game a couple like maybe 6-7 years ago. So they are due for a remake at some point. So I think it makes sense. Remake the fourth one. They can do the same thing they did with Engage. Announce it now. Release it in January. Not give it too much time. I don't know how much it would really sell. I think it's gonna be a cross-gen game, so that could be fun.
Yeah.
Have a Switch 2 edition. I don't really know much about the game, so I can't say what they would do. I just hear about it a lot, so I would play it. It seems fun. It seems like people are saying it's a lot more of a more mature, darker game in the Fire Emblem series, so that'd be really fun.
That'd be cool.
I mean, Fire Emblem. I think we're gonna see Fire Emblem eventually. Like you said, if it was a new game, I think it's opening this direct.
Right. I mean, maybe that's just because Engage did, but maybe
and then they also had like Three Hopes. Three Hopes opened the.
Three Hopes did open. So they know, I guess, Fire Emblem it's opening. If it's new, though, if it's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are we transitioning now to another one? Or do you have anything else to say?
We can transition to another one.
I'm just gonna throw it out there, Tomodachi Life. I think,
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes sense. We last heard 2026. It has been, we're almost at 2026 now, believe it or not. And I think it just makes sense to maybe get a little something. I can kind of see them spending like maybe a lot of time, like not like a long time, but like just kind of going through each thing like maybe individually.
You could see it as a middle, like a middle.
Not like a
segment.
middle, but just like kind of getting its own like allotted segment. Kind of like not like a long segment, but just like maybe like a good like 3 minutes. You know what I mean? I mean, this is an hour. I think we have time to do a lot of stuff. So I think. I can kind of see us getting like a lot of time to just kind of go over like what this is and what that is, and like how like marriage is gonna work. I don't know. It's just like personalities, just like many different things. I think we'll get a release date. I also think they know that this is something that is very highly anticipated, right? Like this is something that has been my dream ending for a direct for years, right?
And they gave it to you. They gave you they gave it to you as a closer.
As the closer, like not like the ending too. It's like in the same, exact place I wanted it as well, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, so I just think they know the hype. I think they are aware that this is something that people have been kind of wanting for years, and I can definitely see it appearing, and I think there's a chance it just gets like a good amount of time dedicated to like just kind of going over what's different, what it's about. Yeah, so, and I think we'll get a release date as well, or at least not a release date, maybe a release date, but at the very least a season.
So I'll knock out 2 here because you talked about Tomodachi Life. I have that as a prediction. I have that as the first middle of this Indirect.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be like the transition between the Switch 1 and the cross-gen stuff, so it makes sense to have it there.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to announce a Nintendo Switch 2 edition for it.
Can I ask a quick question? Do you think the way they're gonna tweet, Jesus, the way they're gonna treat the Switch 1? I promise I'm not on Twitter that much. That's a lie. Do you think the way they're gonna treat Switch 1, like in this Direct, is how they treated the 3DS pre-2019?
Where they had like headlines and stuff. Like they separated the two.
They separated them. Do you think they're gonna like kind of separate, or do you think it's gonna be like, or do you think it's gonna be like kind of like something? It's like in the corner you'll see if it's for Switch or Switch 1 or Switch 2 after a trailer.
The only example we have so far is the partner showcase, and they did split them. They split them Switch 1 first, cross-gen in the middle, and then Switch 2 exclusives at the end.
Okay.
Though in that case, they also did have a Switch 2 exclusive open the Direct, so that doesn't really apply to that and like the openers and middles or whatever. But I do think they're gonna separate them. But I also think for games that like get Switch 2 editions, they'll have them in the corner, like the Switch 1 logo and the Switch 2 corner logo.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with your stuff on the Tomodachi Life. I think they're gonna talk about like I don't know if they're gonna talk about the relationship options. I don't. Who knows?
No, I know. I was just throwing out things that they could talk about. I don't think that. I honestly think if they do want to talk about like relationship stuff, like I don't think they'll talk about it. They'll just kind of like show that like it's an option if you want to.
It might be like on the website and like some.
Yeah. I think it'll be like I honestly my image is in the character creation. You can just kind of like see the option.
Yeah.
For like. Do you get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Like,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
I want to address it. I'm being like so like I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah.
But one thing I did write down. I don't know if this was in the 3DS game. Could you like go like? Could you have multiple areas, like multiple islands?
No.
I think they could do something like that here. I don't know.
Oh.
Like it's
that'd be cool.
Maybe not like there's the apartment buildings on like the main island, but maybe like to expand it. They have like a area where you can go and like there's specific stores, and like another one like maybe like they expand like the beach area into like a specific area you can go.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's not like a huge thing. I think they definitely showed off the main island, I think, in the reveal trailer. But yeah, I think it gets a Switch 2 edition. I think it is releasing in spring. So
Yeah,
I don't
me
think
too.
I don't think we get a release date here, but I think they definitely
Spring 2026.
I think they definitely like shorten the period for
sure.
But I also, on the other hand, I also think Rhythm Heaven's here because it makes sense because those two are
Yeah,
announced
I have
together.
that too. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to lead into this, but I just wanted to mention it. I don't think it's getting a Switch 2 edition, so it's going to be in that first section. And I think it's releasing in February. So
Okay.
I think they gave it a release date here. I don't really know when that release date would be, but I think it's releasing fairly soon. It's definitely a smaller game, so it makes sense to just, they could show it off one more time. Maybe give it like a larger, I mean, a large blowout, but a good trailer here. Release it in February. I think that'd be pretty fun.
That makes sense. Let's see. I saw someone say, I saw someone kind of say that they would like to see Haunted Chocolatier, which is the next game from Concerned Ape, who made Stardew Valley.
Oh.
And I think that would be really fun. I am very excited for that game. I love Stardew Valley. I also think, not yet. I think I would love to see it. I mean, I know it sounds weird that this is a predictions video and I'm throwing in what I think will not be here, but I mean, I would like to see it. I mean, I'm also throwing it out as I think it could be a possibility. You know, I'm not, obviously, I don't know for sure what's going to show up. I think it'd be pretty cool if it does, but I also think, I just don't know if it's its time yet. But, because I also know he just put out like another update for Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I saw that.
So he's a busy guy, and I'm sure the team is working very hard. I'm very excited. And I think when its time comes, you know, we'll know, maybe like we'll just kind of get the feeling.
That could, I mean, who knows? Maybe that could be something at the Game Awards.
Maybe,
something that's like, because obviously, I mean, the Switch is big on Stardew Valley, but it is gonna be a cross-gen. I mean, not cross-gen, a game that releases on pretty much everything, I assume.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to be there. I mean, that is a prediction. You know, you don't think it's gonna be there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess my other prediction is that Earthblade comes back from the dead and is released. I'm kidding. No, it's shadow dropped. I'm kidding. Rest in peace, Earthblade. I miss you every day. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's my next prediction. How about you?
I mean, we're speaking of an indie. I think Hades 2 is here.
Yeah. I have a question about Hades 2. So I love Hades 1. I played it, you know, and it's a great game. Did Hades 2 come out?
No, and I think that's why it's gonna be here.
Because I feel like I see people playing it.
It's in early access, so.
But like, what? I'm confused on what early access necessarily means.
From what I heard, it doesn't have, like, it's playable. Like, you could play through the levels. You could probably transfer over like your whatever your save data over to the full game, but it doesn't have an ending right now, I don't think.
Okay, so you can basically play like maybe like the first like 30 minutes on a PC. Is that what the vibe is?
It might be a little bit longer than that.
An hour?
It might be most of the game at this point.
Most of the game. Well, okay, maybe that's why I was confused.
The version I saw is like, it's in like 1.0 would probably be like the full release of the game, but it's in like 0.9. So
okay,
it might be fully playable.
All right, sorry, I know we just got a little off track. I just was a bit confused on Hades.
It makes sense. I thought it could be a shadow drop here.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
That'd be a pretty big shadow drop for Nintendo. I don't know if they could have any of their own shadow drops just yet, but
yeah,
shadow drop, pretty fun. I think it was in the Switch 2 Direct, so it makes sense for it to be here as well.
Yeah, my next stuff. I just kind of have like little things here and there.
Yeah, we can just go through those because I have little stuff as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a lot. I just have Smash ... I don't know what that means necessarily. I think I like the idea of there being a new Smash game. I also think Air Rider's coming out. Probably not likely.
Yeah, you know, that kind of messes with one of my hopes.
Yeah. I think we might see like some stuff on Air Riders too. Speaking of that, just like a little like thing here and there. Maybe just like a reminder that it's coming out. You know, stuff like that.
I think that's another small prediction I had. I think they're not going to show much of it here, but I think Air Riders gets another direct at some point before it releases.
Really?
They were like in the direct for it, they teased it like as like a story mode. And
I just don't know if it's like big enough to warrant. Not saying it's not exciting, just like 2 directs. I just feel like I don't know if it's like has that much.
I mean, it could be a shorter.
It
could be a shorter one. I mean, the last one was 45 minutes. So, but
I mean, maybe I don't know.
I'm assuming there's probably more, at least one more mode as well in the game.
Okay.
And there probably could be some more characters and stuff like that. They could definitely probably find enough content to show off for another direct.
Maybe.
Because I don't know when they would show off the story mode, because they teased it. And Sakurai, I mean, he showed off the World of Light after teasing that in the August Smash Direct, so from 2018. So I'm assuming, they do have something more to show off, something small. Again, like a 25-minute direct, maybe they announce or something for like October, something like that. We can keep going. We can keep. Do you have any more smaller ones? Because I have just a couple I can just name off.
I think I have like one more small thing, and it's basically just it's basically something like maybe with DK Bonanza, like maybe some sort of like update to it, kind of like how they like updated, like it's not like paid DLC, but like they updated like Odyssey and added like Luigi's Balloon stuff. Like I don't know, just something like to just give it like maybe a little bit more spruce, Yeah. We'll see.
They could add more to the like another race course to the Rambi race.
Oh yeah, that could happen.
I think that's pretty, like, I think that's good. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's, like, they could easily do that. Like, that's not something that I don't think is unlikely by any means. But I do think it just depends on if, like, that team has already moved on to working on 3D Mario or the next Mario or Captain Toad, because that studio also makes Captain Toad. I mean, I don't think they're going to revisit that yet, but I mean, who knows? Maybe that is their next game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that makes sense. Speaking of DLC, I think Mario Kart could get something here.
Okay.
That's like, I'll talk about the Mario stuff in just a little bit, but if you have anything else before.
But honestly, the next thing I have to talk about is Mario.
Okay, so yeah, let me just go through then the quick stuff, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
NSO. Then we get a couple new games, maybe Luigi's Mansion for October. That'd be pretty fun. Final Fantasy probably gets release date here. Maybe they announce the next Final Fantasy Rebirth here as well. Fun stuff. Baldur's Gate, I think, is announced here too. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Because it's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation. Why not on Switch too? It's definitely Switch 2 exclusive though, if that happens. Dragon Quest. The H2 games, maybe Dragon Quest 12, who knows? That'd be fun. But they said that game is like I read somewhere that the game is in development issues. I don't know what that means. And then there's been rumors about Resident Evil stuff showing up here. It seems like it's gonna be a big segment. It seems like, from what the rumors are saying, they're gonna announce all the Resident Evil games are coming to Switch.
Ooh, okay. I hope he does, like, when they announced all like the Final Fantasy games are coming to Switch, and it's like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 10, 15. Like, I don't know, he did like not 15, but he did such like a low voice. I hope he does that again.
And then the last stuff, I think, Age of Imprisonment, I think, is here.
Oh yeah, good point.
I think it's dated for February. I don't think it's coming out this year.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of piggybacking off that, I saw someone say that they think like the next 3D Zelda here, like whether it be like Twilight or some sort of like huge thing,
like a remake,
or just remake, or like the next one, like like somewhere along those lines. I think the only Zelda we're seeing is Age of Imprisonment. I do not think we're getting the next 3D Zelda for a very, very long time, if I'm being honest. But yeah.
I agree. I think all we're seeing is Age of Imprisonment here, but next year is Zelda's 40th anniversary, so... But I think whatever direct they have next year, probably in June or September, that's when they would announce something like a new Zelda.
We'll circle back then.
Yeah, in a year.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, everything else, I guess. I mean, there's also gonna be Nintendo Switch 2 editions here. Like, I'm guessing Nintendo Switch Sports probably gets Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Something like Pikmin 4 gets one.
Yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but that's pretty much it for pretty much everything I have that's not Mario related. So
yeah, I just have Mario related stuff and then my one more thing.
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I have left too. So.
Okay, cool. Because I honestly, for going into this.
Oh wait, one more thing. Professor Layton. That's dated for this
Oh.
year. I don't think it's coming out this year. I think
Sure,
it's getting delayed.
yeah.
That's it.
That's fine.
That's the last thing I have.
I know I just said that I don't think there's gonna be a lot of Mario, but I was just doing some thinking, and I feel like, you know what? Why not? You know, so I was thinking. I have been thinking this for like a minute, you know. But I honestly think if we want to kind of like think about like Mario games that have kind of had like a resurgence, right? So you have new Strikers, new Super Mario Golf, you know, like stuff like that. And I don't know about anyone else, but I played a lot of Sluggers when I was a kid. And you know what? Why not? We just kind of do Mario movie and also Mario Sluggers. I can see that happening. And also, here's a new Mario game. You know, like he announces like new cast members, and then we just get into Sluggers. I think that'd be pretty.
It's
cool.
kind of like what they did with Mr. Miyamoto, and there's like the Pikmin segment. They talked about Pikmin Bloom, and then they ended on Pikmin 4. I also have Sluggers.
Oh, really?
But I don't think it's part of the segment. I had it as a middle.
Oh, okay.
But I mean that's it Mario stuff. I have it as a middle because I think it's cross-gen. But
Okay.
I do think it makes sense. The studio that makes the sports games hasn't made a game in close to 5 years now, so they're definitely working on something.
Yeah.
But Sluggers would be cool. I don't think they would like revisit tennis and golf right now because it's available still on the Switch technically.
Right.
So yeah, I think that releases in April, so not that far away.
Yeah.
Beginning of I think MLB season. So
yeah.
Is that the only Mario thing you had, or?
I only got the movie and Sluggers. That's all I got.
So I think they're gonna. I think there's 3 middles. I think I've mentioned that. And I think the third middle is the Mario. So I think they're gonna. I think like the very end, like the last 15 minutes. It's gonna be heavily Mario, but not just Mario. But I'll get into that. That's me, my closer stuff.
Oh.
So I think in this section they're gonna have like Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
I think that releases after the Direct.
That makes sense.
As like a special Mario celebration. The day after is Mario's 40th anniversary. You can go play Mario. Cool stuff. Cool beans. And like a physical is releasing in September for that. Which is, I think that's what I think the Mario release for the year is. So they announced that here. It releases in September. Fun stuff. I think 3D All-Stars comes back.
Yeah.
I think they add Galaxy 2 to it.
I
think it comes back.
All-Stars, I feel like that was like a COVID thing, kind of.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
I remember reading back in like April of 2020, like this was their plan. Like they had 3D All-Stars being made.
Okay.
So, and it seemed like the articles I read back then, like if Nintendo had an E3 that year, that's when they would have announced it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know if they keep like the limited stuff to it. Like, does it delist after March 31st again? I don't. Does Mario die after March 31st?
I personally think All-Stars was a one-time thing, but you know, who's to say?
I mean, they could release Galaxy 2 on its own. It's not a.
What if after like they announced the Galaxy movie, he's like, and take a look at this, and then they announce Galaxy 3? That'd be crazy. But that's like a closer. I don't know. That's definitely a closer. So they would have to do like at the very end.
And I mean, this segment could be at the end. I mean,
yeah.
15 minutes of Mario stuff, you know, I don't really know where that fits outside of being very close to the end.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
But yeah, 3D All-Stars. I mean, we're kind of disagreeing on it, but I think it exists. I think they're going to release it for both Switch 1 and Switch 2 again. And then the Switch 2 version will be like a Switch 2 edition that has Galaxy 2. And like better resolution and stuff. And then the final announcement before like they go into like the movie and stuff. I agree with you on the movie. And then we already talked about more kind of Mario Kart DLC. Maybe some Donkey Kong DLC would be fun for that. I don't know if they do a Mario 40, like the Mario 35, Mario 40, fun stuff. Maybe they do a different game for Mario 40, like Super Mario Bros. 2 or something. And then I think they announced the trailer direct, fun stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the closer to this section is one of two games. I think it's either Luigi's Mansion 4. Because I think, Next Level hasn't made a game in over 3 years.
Don't get my hopes up. Please.
I think it's either Luigi's Mansion 4 and it releases October of next year, so it's one of those long-lasting games. We'll see it again at some point next year. Or it is 3D Mario.
A new 3D.
Yeah, and that is slated for holiday 2025.
Oh wow!
Open
but do you
world.
think they would do that so close to Donkey Kong?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on if they're giving Donkey Kong more content. I think if they're not, then I mean, maybe they want Well, I don't think it's releasing this year, and that's the thing.
Yeah,
I think it's releasing.
But
I think it's releasing like October of next year.
Okay. I mean, I just feel like the game itself came out like relatively close. But anything could happen. Anything could happen, and I would love to see Luigi's Mansion 4.
I mean, I think Luigi's Mansion 4 may be more likely than 3D Mario, just because it is made by a different studio. And though, I mean, for like 3D Mario, I don't think a lot of people you see the two games, but like if you're not playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, or you don't know the ins and outs of the game, maybe you don't connect the two as much, so it doesn't impact Donkey Kong that much.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the closer of this direction.
Okay. Do you want to? Should I start with my closer? Do you want?
Yeah, you could start with your closer.
I think the closer for the 2025 September 20 Look, I think the closer for the September 2025 Direct is Animal Crossing.
Wow.
And you might be like, you are going off that rumor that was literally confirmed to be fake from like months ago.
Yeah, YouTuber that did that.
Yeah, that guy who was like, it was an experiment.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a fine line between experimenting and trolling.
Mm-hmm.
That man was trolling. There's a great video that John did from GVG where he did fake being a rumor account. And I think that Waddle Dee knows. That was an actual experiment.
Yeah.
That was made with the good intent of his heart. This was not. This was a man who I think was wrong and decided to just be like, well, you all fell for it because you're stupid. And now I'm just getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, but the thing that happened with I think John did is it within a week? He posted those things. This carried on for I think the whole of July.
Like it's unbelievably just on its own other place of just I think ill intent. But that's not my point. I think he said that because I think he knows it's plausible. Yes, Animal Crossing has a good fan base and it's very strong and will get attention when you say that sort of thing. But I also think, you think about it, I think New Leaf released in 2013, right? And I think this released, and then when did City Folk come out? Well, wait, no. It was, what's the order?
It was. I think it was the first game, and then I think Wild World probably.
Wild World. I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
And
so
then
City Folk came out November 2008, and then Wild World came out 2005. Okay, so never mind. So it was before. But yeah, 2008, and then to 2013. That is 7 years, right? No.
Wait, what years?
No.
Oh, 2008.
I promise I know math. 2008 to 2013.
New Leaf came out in 2012.
That's 5 years. Oh my god. I know math, I promise. It was 2012? Never mind.
New Leaf came out
my point is, can we just move past my bad math skills? I'm on the spot here, okay? I promise I know math. I promise. But anyway, my point is that New Leaf, was New Leaf 2012? Hang on. I know I should have looked this up before.
Oh wait, no, it was 2012 in Japan, 2013 in the US, so.
2013, yeah, so, yeah, it was June 2013 in the US, so that's a 7-year difference, and it was supposed to be even less, so I honestly think I think we are going to get a tease for the next Animal Crossing, and I think it'll come out end of 2026, early 2027. I just think it makes sense. I think it's time. I think people understand, like, yes, COVID obviously had a very strong play in the game's hype and just, overall attention. But I also think, it's still Animal Crossing, and, COVID or not, it's going to have that big attention. And I feel like I'm noticing this thing that they're doing where they end these directs with something that they know people want. Tomodachi Life, Metroid Prime 4, like things that people have had their eyes on and something that they've wanted. And I think, I just think it makes sense to have Animal Crossing end this direct as a way to get people excited for Switch 2. I think it'll definitely be a Switch 2 exclusive. And I know that team is doing Tomodachi Life right now, but who's to say you can't do other things? Like, you can do a lot of things here.
I mean, we don't know if that team is doing Animal. Tomodachi
exactly. We don't even know. So
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Animal Crossing will be the end, and it's not because of that rumor that man made up. It's purely because I just think it's logical. And he also knows, like, I just can't say Tomodachi Life anymore for the ending. So I'm going other directions of things that I want. But that is my prediction for the end.
All right. My prediction is also Animal Crossing's closing. But, so, in my head, I thought it would be crazy if they ended the Mario segment on 3D Mario Luigi's Mansion. Make everyone think that's the closer. Because that would be like, wow. And then they come...
Banjo.
Yeah. And then they come back. And they're like, we still have a couple more things to show you, so please stay tuned until the very end.
Couple more things, plural.
And I think that's two things. They'll definitely phrase it differently than a couple things, because that's gonna make people think like there's 4 things or something. I think that leads into them doing Splatoon Raiders, and that's a big thing, a big reveal trailer. It shows off the game. And like they talked about that summer 2026, people get hyped. Could that be the closer? No. We have one more announcement, and that is Animal Crossing.
Wow.
No date. And the reason why I think they could do this is because I don't think Tomodachi Life's made by this studio, but Splatoon and Animal Crossing are.
Okay.
And so they could bring out I don't remember his name, but the person that like does the Octo expansion stuff in that 2018 direct.
Yeah.
And they could bring him out, and like he could be there like before they even introduce Splatoon Raiders, and like this little hint that they have Splatoon Raiders, and then this big surprise is Animal Crossing is also being made. I don't know. I think that could be a pretty hype thing. I don't know. Like,
no, that's cool. That's a good point.
But
I personally don't think Raiders will be that close to the end.
Yeah, that's
because it's like a spin-off, and not saying a spin-off can't be exciting. But I also think it to me, and I love Splatoon. To me, it just kind of feels like DLC that they were like, let's just make it into Switch 2 for extra cash. Well, which
this is when they prove you wrong. When it's like this, it's a $70 game, single player.
I have 400 hours in Splatoon 3. I just think
it's a 40-hour expansion.
Oh, really?
I don't know. This is when they proved you it's a 40 hours. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, so, I thought it'd be cool.
So we're both going Animal Crossing then.
I mean, I don't really.
Wow.
There's very few other things I could think would be a closer. 3D Zelda would be one, but neither of us think that that's gonna be here.
Yeah, not yet.
Something from the Monolith Soft, the Xenoblade Studio, could be the closer.
Maybe.
Like a new IP from them, but that's pretty much it. And the reason why I think Animal Crossing Mario makes sense is because this is the first post Switch 2 launch direct. You want to show off what you have for anybody, like especially going into the holidays, so they feel compelled to go buy the console. I don't think Animal Crossing gets a release year at the end of it though.
Yeah. No, I don't think so either.
Like it probably releases in 2027, but I don't think they want to do the same thing that they did where they had to delay it. So I think they just show it and then no date. No. Like they did that with Raiders too. Raiders doesn't have a year at the end of it either right now.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to either. I just said that as more of like a prediction. Of
I agree. I think it's late next year, depending on 3D Mario's real, but and then or 2027. So
yeah, no, that makes sense.
I mean, do you have
Nice.
any like wants? Do you want to like that you would want to
Once?
see in a direct that you don't think is ever gonna happen?
I mean, I think it's just like I think it was Animal Crossing. I think that's my like want. You know, like I think I would really much want. I mean, honestly, my want for years has just been Tomodachi Life, and that's something that's happening. So I don't know if I have like a big want now per se. Maybe Nintendogs. Can I just say Nintendogs? I think that'd be awesome. I don't know.
That could be a good middle. I think that would actually be a very good middle. And it could work on the Switch too. You know, they have the microphone now. You can attach a camera.
Let's do Nintendogs. There's also Nintendo Cats, you know. I don't forget.
They can do Nintendo Birds now. You can have a ++. Nintendo
Birds,
Fish.
yeah. I know for you, Kid Icarus, Captain Toad.
You know, but I mean,
anything else?
Uprising would be cool, but
Uprising.
Yeah, like Uprising HD. You can use mouse controls, but that's probably not happening without Sakurai directing it.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool for I don't know. I like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That's published by Nintendo, so.
Yeah. I do think my big thing would be Smash. Actually, now that I think.
Yeah.
A new Smash. It's not even just the game. It's just the concept of character reveal trailers.
Yeah, I mean,
we're so excited.
That era, we go into every single direct expecting to see a new Smash character.
Okay, Smash is my number one. I'm taking it back. I mean, not that Animal Crossing isn't my number one. It's just in terms of, I think, unrealistic. And that's what I would like to see.
I mean, do you think Ultimate Switch 2 could happen?
No, I think it would be just a new thing. You know.
I agree.
But yeah.
But I mean,
it's so funny because I feel like I go into like PlayStation showcases and I'm like, this is Tsushima 2, and then that happens, and then it's like, you know, well, now I want Tomodachi Life, which I've wanted for a long time, and then that happens. So I'm just living on cloud nine.
What happens when they show off Animal Crossing at the end of this one, then?
And then we go to Smash, and then my dream is Smash. You know, it's like that saying in Tangled. What happens when you get your dream? You find a new one. Oh my God, I'm quoting Disney. I'm quoting Disney at this lovely, lovely Thursday night. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Arms would be fun. Arms 2. I don't think they're ever gonna do that.
Sure.
I knew Fire Emblem would be nice, but I think the remake is here.
Yeah, I didn't like Engage. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't finish Engage. Here I am jumping the gun. But I think Three Houses is the second best game from the last Switch generation. That's my hot take.
I mean, how would you feel about Switch 2 Three Houses?
Switch 2 Three Houses? That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be like, I don't know. That'd be nice. I don't know if I'd play. I mean, it depends on what it is. It depends on what it has. But I do think Fire Emblem Three Houses is phenomenal. I think it's just, you know. And I do think, I know you're probably like, what's number one? I think number one is Breath of the Wild. Just putting that out there. But yeah, I don't know what my top 3 is. I'm blanking. I don't know if I still have it. But anyway, I'm getting off track.
Yeah, that's all I have. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
We have some, I mean, if any of this happens, you know, who knows, if that 3-pronged closer does happen, I don't know.
If that happens, I'll personally fly to wherever you are and give you a pat on the back. Yeah. I mean, but if Animal Crossing ends, then we're both correct. So we both pat each other on the back, I guess.
But you know, I'm still feeling Luigi's Mansion 3 Mario's here.
Luigi's Mansion 4 would be crazy. That'd be so exciting. That'd be so exciting. Like, don't even play. I don't know. Like, I love Luigi. I love Charlie Day. What can I say? All
right. Well, if you don't have any more, and I do not have any more, that was really fun. I hope you all who listened to this had fun listening to it as well. And we'll see you tomorrow for, again, the extremely long 60-minute Nintendo Direct. You know, normally it's 45 minutes. Now, who knows? Maybe 60 minutes becomes the norm. That'd be kind of. But then, do we get only 2 directs every year instead of 3? Who knows? But yeah, that is all I have for you all today. So I will see you all tomorrow for the best direct of our lifetimes. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I make sure to make sure happy because some rhymes with my previous name, generic happy, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.